Hey everyone. So, on this channel, we're sharing interesting topics from Japan's online community that even people from overseas can enjoy. Now, let's check out today's discussion.
In the northern part of the Noto Peninsula, which suffered significant damage from the earthquake, many roads were blocked due to landslides and other issues. Efforts to support victims and expedite recovery, including the transportation of heavy machinery from the sea, have begun. 4 days into the situation, coverage of the affected areas was conducted from the air. Finally noticed, good job. Everything was too late. If they can transport goods from the sea without worrying about tsunamis, it might be a good idea to request assistance from the South Korean military. Considering we've already asked the U.S. military, the terrain has changed due to the earthquake, making it difficult for regular ships to approach the shore. The landscape has changed drastically due to the earthquake, and it's a life-threatening situation. It's really commendable. Reminds me of the Great Kanto earthquake 100 years ago, when the Navy transported supplies. Well, it's a unilateral decision. Do the self-defense forces also dig trenches with heavy machinery? They go from digging trenches to creating underground bunkers. They even have tunneling machines. There are many personnel in the self-defense forces, with licenses for large special-purpose vehicles. Glad they can finally land. The mayor of Wajima City is still silent. I hope it's just my imagination, but there aren't people buried alive, right? There was a video somewhere, and the wave height is crazy. It's impossible for regular ships to even depart. Can hovercraft carry heavy machinery? They must be powerful. They can carry around 60 to 75 tons. They're used to transport tanks. With roads severed, transporting is quite a challenge. The real challenge is how to quickly rescue those who are trapped underneath. It must be terrifying for the drivers. If they slide and carry heavy loads, overturning is likely. This is a really tough job. The self-defense forces can't even sleep comfortably. Hovercraft noise is unbearable. It may not be sweat, but create a bath for the self-defense forces sooner. Irritation disappears when you warm up. Is air transportation not an option? The U.S. military dropped bulldozers by parachute during the 2011 earthquake. I wonder if Japan has that capability. Noto Airport has cracks in 10-meter units and can't be used as an airport. Honestly, if Noto Airport were operational, the situation might be a bit better. Earthquakes are scary because they destroy the infrastructure we use regularly. I was surprised when I saw the photos. It's bigger than I thought. With this, they can indeed transport heavy machinery to the isolated villages' shores. During the New Year holiday, major construction companies' road teams might not have been arranged. On the second day, it was pointed out that landing with hovercraft would be faster. But it's just happening now. Osumi is in Kure, Hiroshima. It's impossible to quickly load heavy machinery and go to Noto. The port is probably full of debris. There's not much footage circulating. But it seems the port was heavily damaged by the tsunami, just like in 2011. By the time it wasn't done in 72 hours, anything said doesn't matter. Well, it can't be helped. With only mountains and sea, there's very little flat land, and houses are everywhere. Looking at the image of the whiteboard at Suzu City Hall, published in a weekly magazine, there are indeed many mentions of being crushed or buried alive. Why aren't the Japanese doing something about this? The heavy machinery is smaller than I thought, but it's better than nothing. How are they delivering food to the evacuation centers in Okunoto? They must be using helicopters. It seems it hasn't arrived. Okunoto is currently like an isolated island on land. Many people said it couldn't be done from the sea. If they had started from the beginning, the airdrop operation would have been possible. There was also concern about the tsunami. The port couldn't be used due to overturned small boats and debris. After cleaning up, the port became usable, and they transported goods by sea. Only 3 ships in Japan can do it. And this Osumi was the only one in operation. And Osumi arrived almost the fastest this time. There's definitely not enough heavy machinery. They should transport as much as possible, including private heavy machinery. Komatsu, based in Komatsu and Himi, also has a base. It's frustrating even though the national road is impassable. Assuming they left Kure on January 2. They would arrive in Noto on January 4. There's nothing to be done. If there's a lesson, it might be that ships can't save lives under debris. The conditions in Noto Peninsula are hopelessly bad. Due to its long and narrow shape, protruding into the sea and steep terrain, there are few main roads to begin with. The entire area is plagued by landslides, collapses, and ground fissures, making it difficult to traverse. The harbors are also unusable in some places due to elevation changes. The combination of these unfavorable conditions is overwhelming.
Did you find this video interesting? We'll keep bringing you fun topics from Japan's online community. Please subscribe to the channel and drop some comments.